Hello dear UPSC aspirants. Uh, in this video, I'm going to discuss CSAT 2026 answers. Before that, about the question paper. So the choice of your questions selection would have made the difference with respect to this exam. You would have selected the particular kind of questions because the question paper contained some of the easy questions, some are tough questions. So it is a combination of all. So if you have chosen the correct question to answer, then this question paper would have been moderate. Otherwise, it will be toughest the question paper only. Okay, anyway, we will try to answer those questions from mathematics and reasoning areas questions. So I'm going to discuss set A question. So in that, the first question is this. Okay, before that they are given four options A, B, C, D. With respect to this A, B, C, D, first option you have to choose if one of the statement. I mean here they have asked a question followed by two statements. Each statement answers the question. That's what you have to find. So you have to choose A when one of the option or one of the statement gives the answer, the other one is not giving the answer. Option B, both either first statement or second statement gives the answer. C, if you combine both the statements, it gives the answer for the question. D, none of the statement gives the answer. So that's what we have to select based on the question. Okay, so five questions they are given in this pattern. So let us take the first question and the answer. So the first question is X receives three coins of different denominations 1, 2, 5, 10, and 20. If the total amount received by X is M, does X receive a coin of denomination 5? That's a question. So in this case, X receives three different coins, different denomination, or you can say different coins. So the coins are with the denominations 1 to 5, 10, and 20. So using this, see, they are saying the amount received by X is M. That means what? He receives three coins. Total of that is denoted by M. Does X receive a coin of denomination 5? Is it having denomination 5 coin? That's a question. So for that question, we have to take the first statement and we have to answer the question. So M is not a prime number, they said. First statement you have to take separately, we have to try to answer the question. Second statement you have to take separately, we have to try to answer the question. So before that, I'll explain this elaborately. It will take some time. So here what? There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 denominations, out of which we are going to choose only 3. Therefore, it is going to be what? 10 combinations we can make. Okay. So what are the 10 combinations I have here? 1, 2, 5, 1, 2, 10, 1, 2, 20, and then 1, 5, 10, 1, 5, 20. These are 5 different combinations. The other one is going to be 2, 5, 10, 2, 5, 20. Next to one, it is going to be 1, 10, 20, 2, 10, 20, 5, 10, 20. These are the different 10 combinations. In this, any one only is going to have. Okay. So, M is not a prime. M is what? M is amount. That means sum of all these denominations. So here it is going to be what? Here it is 8. So here it is going to be 13. Here it is sum of all. So it is going to be 23. This is going to be what? 16. Here this is going to be what? 26. 26. Here this is going to be 17. This is going to be 27. This is going to be 31. This is going to be 32. and then this is going to be 35. These are what? M values. Whatever I written on either side, that is going to be M values. Now they said what? M is not a prime number. If M is not a prime number, so he is having the amount M, which is not a prime number, which means what? Composite number. If it is not a prime number, does it have 5? Denomination 5? That's what you have to check. So M here 8 is not a prime number, that is what? 5. And also here 16 is not a prime number, that is 5. 26 is not a prime number, that is 5. But what? 17 is a prime number, that is 5. Therefore, we cannot say that if M is not a prime number means, we cannot certainly say that it is going to have only 5 as a denomination. That is one combination where M is a prime number, there also we have what? 5. So we cannot certainly say if M is not a prime number, definitely is going to have 5 rupees coin. No. So even for a prime number, there is what? 5 rupee coin. So that using first statement, we cannot answer. Second statement, the sum of the digits of M is greater than 5. When sum of the digits of M, these are M value. If you sum them, sum of the digit is greater than 5 means, then it will have M. I mean 5 as the denomination, 5 denomination is there. That we have to make a conclusion. Let us check. Here only one digit 8. Okay, that is what? 5. Here the digit sum is what? 4. There is no 5. Here exactly it is equal to 5. There is no, I mean sum of the digit is 5. Therefore here there is no 5. So here if you take it, sum of the digit is 7 greater than 5, therefore there is 5. Here sum of the digit is 8 greater than 5, there is 5 here. So here sum of the digit is 8, there is what? 1 5. And here sum of the digit is 9, there is 1 5. Here sum of the digit is what? 4, there is no 5. Here sum of the digit is exactly 5, there is no 5 here. So here sum of the digit is 8, there is what? 1 5. So when sum of the digits of M is greater than 5, definitely in that combination, one coin is going to be 5 rupee coin. So wherever I am circle, okay, and here 8, 9, these are what? Sum of the digits of M. So definitely what? And in these cases, there is what? 1 5. So 5 rupees coin going to be there. Therefore, second statements answer the question. Therefore, what? One statement answer the question, not the other statement. Therefore, option A is the correct for this. Second one. For two distinct real numbers, x and y, they are real numbers. X and y, which of them is bigger? Which of them is bigger? So x and y, which is bigger? That is what we have to find. So for this x square less than y less than 1. In this case, so I can choose my y as 0.5. My x, let me take it as 0.4. So definitely what? My x square, it is going to be x square, it is going to be 0.4 means 0.16. Definitely less than 5, less than 1. This is satisfied. Where my x is less than y, therefore y is bigger than x. When I take x value as 0.6, my x square is going to be 0.36 less than 0.5 less than 1. In this case also this is 2. But when I consider x and y, so my y is smaller, x is bigger. So we cannot certainly say that definitely y is bigger or x is bigger. Like that we cannot certainly say. Okay, by taking this statement. Therefore, using this, we cannot answer the question. We cannot say which one is bigger. Same thing happens here. Y less than x, root x less than 1 means I just square on all sides. Therefore, y square less than x less than 1. Same story when your x 0.5 y value take it as 0.5, therefore y square is 0.16, this is less than 1. So when I take 0.6, again 0.36 less than 0.5 less than 1. This inequality is 2. But what? When y is 0.4, x is 0.5. X is bigger. When y is 0.6, x is 0.5, therefore what? Y is bigger. So it alters. So we cannot exactly say what? Y is bigger or x is bigger. So using this second statement also we cannot answer the question. Now individually we cannot take and answer the question. Therefore now we are going to combine. If we combine these questions, these statements, can I answer? If I combine, so what is that I have here? Y square less than x less than 1. So if I want to get here y square, you just square one more time on all sides. So x power 4 less than y square less than 1 will come. Therefore, it is x power 4 less than y square. So y square less than x, that is going to be less than 1. So in this, when I combine also what? We have this inequality y square less than x. Same concept. You cannot have or you cannot say which one is bigger. So sometimes when you take y value small, x is bigger. When y value bigger, x is small. Like that. So we cannot certainly say which is bigger. So based on the numbers, we can conclude that even if we combine, we cannot answer the question. Therefore, what? Option D is the answer for this question. Okay, for 2. Now we move on to the next one. Third question. If x and y are integers, then is x even? Is x is an even number? I think this is based on even odd concept. Okay. So first statement, x square y square even. That is, if you want to get even, so either it is even into odd is even, or even into even number, it is going to be even number. Both are odd means odd number. Okay. So in the case of multiplication. So x square, y square is even number means. So if it is 2 square, 3 square, then it will be what? Even. Because one of the number is even. Therefore multiplication is going to be what? Even. Or both can also be like what? 2 square, 4 square, like this also you can do. Take. Then this also going to be what? Even. Not only this, okay, in this case, your x is even. 2 square, 2 is even. 2 square, 2 is even. Therefore, what? Your x is even. Even if you put reverse. So it is 3 square, 2 square, that time also it is even. 4 square, this case, not an issue. 4 square, 2 square, that time also it is even. Okay, here what? Odd number. But the answer is what? Even. Therefore, certainly you cannot say here even number comes. Answer is even for x. X is even. Answer is even. Here x is odd, but answer is even. So certainly we cannot say what? X is even. Therefore, using first statement, we cannot answer. Using second statement, can I answer? So now it is in addition. So your 1 is what? Odd number. So other thing, but the final answer is need to be odd. When it comes to addition, odd number plus odd number is what? Even number. Odd plus odd is even. 3 plus 5, 8. Even number. But odd number plus an even number, this is what going to be odd number. Odd plus even number, it is going to be odd number. So already they have given 1. 1 is an odd number. Therefore, this has to be what? Even number. Odd plus even, then only you will be getting what? An odd number. So your x square plus y square, it has to be what? Even number. Again, if we add 2 odd numbers or 2 even numbers, then only what? Will get even number. Even plus even number, it is going to be even number. Odd number plus odd number is an even number. Even number plus even number is an even number. So in that case, your x square y square is there, no? The place of x square y square, so this is odd, plus it can be something like 2 square, both are even. 2 square, 4 square. So this is going to be even number, this is going to be even number, total even plus even number plus odd. So the answer is going to be odd number. So it is what? 16 plus 4, 20, 20 plus 1, 21 is an odd number. So if it is both are what? Odd number square. So this is going to be like 3 square plus 5 square. Then what is it going to be? 25, 34, 35. So it is going to be what? Odd number. So both are what? Odd number. If we add them, you will be getting even number. 34 plus 1, 35. It's an odd number. Okay, this is even number plus odd number, odd number. So these are the combination. Here what again? You cannot certainly say what? X is even. Even number also can come. Odd number also can come. Okay. So using that second statement, again you cannot certainly say X is an even number. Therefore, using second statement also you cannot answer. Now we are going to combine first and second statement. When I combine first and second statement, okay, if you take this possibility, 2 square, 3 square, this combination will not come here. One cannot be even, other cannot be odd. That combination will not come. So both can be even, both can be odd. So one even, one odd cannot come. Okay. So this option, this number I cannot take and I cannot substitute here. Same way this also I cannot take, but I can take this. 2 square, 4 square is an even number. Okay. 2 square, 4 square. If I take here odd number. So in this case, what? Both are even number. Here also both are even number. Definitely what? X is going to be an even number. So when I combine both the statement, I'm able to answer the question. Therefore, for this, option C is the answer. Next one. X is a collection of certain odd numbers, whereas Y is a collection of certain even numbers. So X is having collection of odd numbers, Y is having collection of even numbers. What are the numbers? They will say, but Y means it is having even numbers. X means it is having odd numbers. Okay. T consists of the numbers, all of which are either from X or from Y. So T is going to have numbers either from X or either from Y, either from X or from Y. That means it is not going to have the numbers in combination, some number from X, some number from Y. No, it is not going to have like that. If it is having numbers means only from X means only from X. Y from Y means only from Y. That's how it is going to have, they said. So that means what? T is going to have either odd numbers or even numbers. That's the meaning. Okay. Is every number of T from Y? That means what? If every number of T is an even number, that is what we have to find. Okay. So first for that, to answer this question, we'll take the first statement. The sum of any two numbers belong to T is even. So you take any two numbers from here. You take, so PQ, that's what they have given the second statement, or don't confuse yourself. So two numbers are going to take it from T. So this is going to be what? These two numbers, either it can be both odd numbers. Both odd numbers means the numbers comes from X. But you sum it up, it is going to be an even number. Sum what? They said sum of any two numbers of T is even. If the numbers comes from X, both are odd numbers, even. That means what? Numbers comes from X. Both are even number, then also it is going to be even. That means what? This comes from X and this one comes from Y. So you have randomly chosen two numbers. Both the number either it can be odd, both the number it can be even. If both are odd means from X, answer is even. Both are even, that is from Y, answer is even. Therefore, we cannot certainly say what. But in both the case, it is even only. We cannot say that T is having elements from Y. We cannot say. It can have elements from X also because the answer is given. Okay. So using this, we cannot answer the question. Now you take this. If both P and Q are picked from T, then P minus 1Q is even. What they say here? P minus 1 Q. This is what? E1. So again, P and Q are taken from what? T. Again, P and Q both can be odd or both can be even. When P and Q are odd, what is P minus 1? Odd minus odd number minus 1, it is going to be an even number. Even number into odd number, it is going to be even number. Okay. When P is even minus 1, it is going to be what? Odd. Odd number into even number, it is going to be what? Again, even number. Okay. So when P is odd, P minus 1 is even. When P is even, P minus 1 is odd. In both the case, we are having what? Even number. Again, so if it is odd numbers means answer is even number. Odd numbers means comes from X. Even numbers means answer is even number comes from Y. Again, you cannot certainly say what they are going to come from either X or Y. So using second statement, you cannot answer the question. Again, what? Even if you combine both this statement, you cannot answer the question. If you combine are the same thing. Two numbers you have chosen, it can be what? It is even means it can be both are both even satisfied. Again, both are both even satisfied. But we cannot certainly say they are coming from Y. Even if you combine, we cannot answer the question. Therefore, option is D. None of the statements give the answer. So the fifth one, if x, y, z are integers each greater than 1. Okay. So x, y, z, they are integer greater than 1. Then is x a prime number? Is x a prime number? That is what we have to answer. Okay. For that, xy square is equal to 116. So x into y square, this is equal to 116. X into y square is equal to 116. By using this statement, can I answer the question? So now, this 116, you take it, split it. So 2 means 5, 8. Again, 2 means 29. So that means 116 can be written as 2 square into 29. If you look at that, how they have written here, x, y square, one number is squared. Therefore, it is 29 into 2 square, this is equal to 116. So, is x is a prime number? That's a question. Here in the place of x, we have what? 29. 29 is a prime number. Okay. So, we are able to say x is a prime number using the first statement. Okay. When it comes to second statement, x and z is equal to, now you forget the first statement. Here, when it comes to the second one, x and z, this is equal to what? 261. Using first statement, we are able to answer the question. If you look at this one, x, the second statement alone, don't combine them. So 261 means 261 divided by 3, 8 times, 7 times, again by 3, it is going to be 29. That means what? It is 3 square into 29. 261. Therefore, I can write this as what? 9 into 29 or 29 into 9. Whether if you forget this first statement, x is that we have two possibilities. You can write as 9 into 29 or 29 into 9. If it is 29 into 9, yes, x is a prime number. If it is 9 into 29, x is not a prime number. Therefore, we are not able to certainly say that x is a prime number using second statement. Using first statement, we are able to say x is a prime number. Therefore, only one statement can be used to answer, not the other statement. Therefore, option A is the answer for this question. So, we move on to the next one. Just a calculation based question. Just you need to calculate. They are given what? The weight of X in kg is denoted by X. The weights of A, B, C, D, P, Q, R, S are measured given. So they are given some calculations. Which one of the following statement is correct? They are comparing. So before that, let us try to understand what they are given. P is equal to R, Q is equal to S. So you can replace P as R or R as P. You can replace Q as S or S as Q. However you want, you can replace. From here, what I'm going to do is your S, I'm going to take it as Q. So that means what? P, because S can be taken as Q, Q can be taken as S. So P plus 2Q plus D, this is equal to 15. And then in the second one, I'm going to take R as P. R as P, I'm going to take it. So it is going to be what? P plus P, 2P plus Q plus D, this is equal to 17. Now just to add this, so you'll have what? 3P plus 3Q plus B plus D. This is equal to what? 32 we have. Okay, that is 3 times of P plus Q plus B plus D. This is equal to 32. Let it be. Now we will go for the first two. A plus C is 6 means A plus C is 6. Then B plus C is what? So from here, B plus D, this is equal to 17 minus 6. It is going to be what? 11. B plus D is 11. Now you substitute B plus D as 11 here. 3 times P plus Q plus 11. This is equal to 32. So 3 times P plus Q, this is equal to what? 21. So your P plus Q is equal to 7. So if you cancel it, you will be getting what? P plus Q is 7. P plus Q is 7. Okay. And A plus C is 6. Now you go for the option. B and D together weigh less than the total weight of P and Q. B and D. B and D is what? B and D is 11. They say BD value is less than PQ value. No, DD value is more than what? PQ value. Therefore, this is wrong statement. Second one, P and Q together weigh more than the total weight of A and C. PQ is 7. AC is what? 6. Definitely what? PQ is more than A and C. Therefore, this is the correct one. Option B is the answer for this question. Just a mere calculation test. The next one. How many words can one form by shuffling the letters of the word? Permutation based problem. Q, if Q is always followed by U, the words thus formed need not necessarily have any meaning. Okay, fine. From Q, always what? Q is always followed by U. So Q is going to come, and then remaining is going to be what? U, Q, if you leave it, U, E, U, E. That's what left. So by considering this as single letter, there are going to be 4 letters. 4 letters can be arranged in 4 factorial ways. Divided by 2 letters are repeated. Therefore, 2 factorial. Therefore, answer is going to be what? 4, 3, 2 into 1 divided by 1 into 2. This is cancelled. Therefore, 12 is answer. So that's the answer for this question. Simple question. The next one. X, Y, Z jump forward 4, 6, 5 inches respectively. At 8 a.m., they all land on mark 199 inch. How many times will they all land on the same mark? Need not be at the same moment between the mark 995 and 1000 inches. If all of them cross 1000 inches by 9 a.m. Okay. How many times they will be in the same mark? That's a question. It is what? Based on LCM. First, you need to find what? LCM of 4, 6, 5. It is going to be what? 60. Okay. So LCM is 60. So LCM is 60 means CL. From 1000, they are starting from Yes, landing, I mean, they all land on mark 199. The question is uh, 995 inches to 1000 inches. So they'll when they have this mark, I mean 199 inch, they all together. So in that case, 1000 minus 199, it is going to be 801. So you divide this 801 by 60. So how much you will be getting? 1 times it is going to be 60, remaining 2201, 3 times. So it is going to be 180, therefore it is going to be 121. It goes on. Okay. So 13 times. So 13 times they will be what? Standing in the same mark for this 801 inches. Okay. Plus in this 13, we have not included this 199 inch. They all stand on the same one. So 13 plus 1, therefore 14 times they all stand on the same one. Therefore, answer is 14. That's it. The answer for this question. A toy jumps forward or backward. In each forward jump, it moves 5 inches forward, whereas in each backward jump, it moves 2 inches backward. If it 31 jumps. Total is what? 31 jumps. T moves exactly 15 inch forward. Total gain is 15 inch forward. Then what is the difference of the number of forward and backward jumps? So let us take number of forward jump is X. This is forward jump number. Backward jump number, let us take Y. This is backward. So total is what they say, total jump 31 jump. X plus Y is equal to 31. For each forward jump, he moves what? 5 inches forward. That is X forward jump means 5 X times would have moved forward. For each backward jump, 2 inches backward. That means what? Minus 2Y. Totally, after this X and Y forward backward jumps, he has gained what? 15 inch forward. Total is 15 inch forward. Now there are two equations. You try to solve these two equations, get the answer. So multiply by 2. So we'll have from here 2x plus 2y. This is equal to 62. From here we have this 5x minus 2y. This is equal to what? 50. Just cancel this. So you will have 7x. This is equal to by adding. So it is going to be what? 77. So x is going to be what? 11. X is 11. When x is 11, y is going to be what? Therefore, your y is going to be 20. So 11 jumps forward, 20 jumps backward. Okay. So then only you will have this, and you can substitute here 11, x is 11, y is 20, you will be getting 15 as the difference. And what is the question? Then what is the difference of number? Difference of the number of forward and backward jumps. What is the difference here? So difference is 20 minus 11, it is going to be 9 is the difference. 9 is the answer for this question. So the next one. 8% PQRST UVW sit around a round table in 8 different seats placed with the equal distance between any two consecutive seats. Okay, there are going to be what? 8 seats. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Now let's come to that 8% how they are sitting. Both P and Q are adjacent to Q. P and R. P and R are adjacent to Q. So we don't know where they are. Let us start randomly somewhere. So let us take this is Q. So Q is adjacent to, P and R are what? Adjacent to Q. So that means this side either it can be P or R, or this side it can be R or P. If it is P here, this side it is going to be R. Or if it is P here it is going to be R. We don't know exactly. Okay, from this statement. And then next, both T and R are adjacent to S. T and R are adjacent to S. So what I do is, I'll fix one thing first and then I will proceed. So let me take here R is sitting, here B is sitting. Like that I'll assume. Otherwise, if this is not working, then I have to move on to the other possibility. Okay, so let me take this. And what is it? T and R are adjacent to S. So if this is R, this is going to be S, this is going to be T. Now T and R are adjacent to S. Okay. Both U and W are adjacent to V. Both U and W are adjacent to V. So remaining only three places are there. Therefore, if I take this as U and W. So here it is U means here it is going to be W. Or here it is W means here it is going to be what? U. So both U and W are adjacent to V. We don't know where they are. Okay. S and W are on the opposite chairs. S and W are on the opposite chair. Therefore, so opposite to S, it is not going to be U. It is going to be what? W. So let me take. If it is here W, here it is going to be U. It is not going to be W here. Okay. So here it is going to be U. Okay. Now, so U and W are adjacent to V. That is fixed. If while going in the clockwise direction around the table from P, one meets R before P. From P, this is what from P. If I go in the clockwise direction, one meets R before P. Correct only, no? R will be met first, then only what? T will be met. Okay, that is correct. This statement is also correct as per our arrangement. Then how many persons are Q cross? Q cross while moving in the clockwise direction around the table before meeting W. Before meeting W, Q, how many person he will meet? He will cross 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 person he has to cross to meet W. Therefore, answer is what? 5 for this question. It's very simple questions. Next, we move on to the next. Okay. The top of table is rectangular and its dimension are 6 into 10 inches. Okay. Two rectangular portions of the table top are painted in blue color. Both these portions have dimension 2.5 into 8 inches and each of them has exactly two sides common with two edge of the table top. If the table is fixed to the ground and the remaining portion of the table top is painted in white, how many different patterns are possible when observed from the above? That means what? You have a table top with a dimension 6 inches, 10 inches. Now this is what in this there are two more rectangular dimensions with the dimension 2.5 into 8. So 2. This total is 6. So 2.5 is somewhere here and 8. 2.5 into 8. And here also what? It is going to be 2.5 into 8. This is one possibility. So, and what? Two of the edges are matching with the edge of the table. That's what they said. And each of them has exactly two sides common with the two edge of the tabletop. Two sides. This is one side. This is the other side common with the edge of the tabletop. So this is like this. Here also two sides are common. So that's what we are given. So this one is what colored with blue. The other one is white. So that means this is going to be colored with the blue. This is blue color. This is one arrangement. The question is what they are asking. How many different patterns are possible when observed from the above? How many? This is one pattern. Like this, how many patterns you can make using this three, two small rectangular, one bigger rectangle. So the other one is I draw it small here. The other one, instead of taking this left corner, you can take what? Both on the right corner. Like this, you can take this as second one. The third one, it could be something like this. But two edges need to match with the edge of the top table. So that means the another one can be something like this. Or the other one can be something like this. So these are the four possible patterns we can form. Out of, except this, I think we cannot find any other pattern. So four will be answer for this question. The next one. A pattern formed by two characters A and B is repeated more than once in the following string. Okay, they have given the string. What is XX in the seventh and eighth question? Seventh and eighth question means in these two places, what is going to come? Okay, from the left in the above string, from the left. So what is it? In the seventh and eighth place, what is going to come? So here, this kind of problem we used to deal in a different way. Now here they are asking different way. So what? First you have to count how many letters are there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. So when it comes to 15 means either you can split as 3 or you can split as 5. If you split as 3, 3, 3, BAB has come. Similar pattern has to come here. Okay. So in the place of here, BAB means here A something into A, B. I mean, we don't know what is going to come here. Whatever the options they have given here, it is going to be filled here only. So if it is A means all triple A is coming. Triple A, that combination cannot come. It is what? It has to follow certain pattern. Here the pattern is BAB, but here what is it coming? Triple A is coming. Okay, so that pattern that cannot come. ABA. So here ABA comes. If ABA comes here, what is going to come here? It is BAB or AAA. That we are not sure. Okay, that pattern because here ABA comes. Here BAB comes. Here what is going to come? We are not sure. Therefore, this is also not possible. Same way, we can eliminate all. So 3, 3. If we split 3, 3, none of them will follow a pattern. Okay. So what you have to do is the next possible is 5, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. If this is the pattern, you look at here. First letter is A, first letter is A, definitely this is going to be what? A. And then second letter is B means here also it is going to be B, here also it is going to be B. Okay. Here third letter is B, okay, third letter is B, here also third letter is B, here also third letter is B. Fourth letter is A, fourth letter is A, fourth letter is A, matched. Fifth letter is what? B here, here also it is going to be B. So now what is that we are? We are having A, B, B, A, B, A, B, B, A, B, A, B, B, A, B. So there is a pattern. So in the place of seventh and eighth place, what has come? B, B has come. Therefore, option D is the answer for this question. Okay, now come to this question. They have given this expression where n is not divisible by 10, n is not a multiple of 10, that's a meaning. Then the value of m is, what is the value of m? That's the question. Okay, 10 power m means you can write as what? You try to, the given expression, you try to express as what? Product of prime numbers. Then only we can combine, we can find the value of m. That's what you have to write. You have to split and write. So it is going to be what? 2 power m into 5 power m. This 1000 means it is 10 power 3. That is 2 power 3 into 5 power 3 into what? M. This is equal to 75 means you can write as what? 3 into 25 power 25 into 5 square power 32 into 32 means 2 power 4 60, 2 power 5 it is 32. So it is 2 power 5 power 75. So that's what we have. Now if you combine here, so what is that we have? That is 2 into 5 power m plus 3. Correct also? 2 power m plus 3, 5 power m plus 3. If we combine 2 into 5 power m plus 3. That's what we have. Into what? N. This is equal to here. Here also what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring this 2 and 5 together. So for that, the 3 power 25 it is not going to help. So 3 power 25 into this 25 I can write as 5 square. 5 square power 25 it is 5 power 50. 5 power 50 into what? 5 power 64. 5 power 64 into what? 2 power 5 into 75. 5 into 75 means 4 times 3 under 375. So 375. Now what you do is you try to combine 2s and 5s. So 2 power 375 into 5 power 114 into 3 power 25. So that means here as common 2 into 5 power 114 you can take commonly out and remaining is going to be 2 power 214 I have taken, therefore it is going to be 61 into 3 power 25. So now on the left hand side you have 2 5 power m plus 3 into n. Now if you look at this, okay, in the place of n you have these numbers. And if you multiply these numbers, definitely it is going to be what? Not multiple of 10. They are not going to be multiple of 10. It is not divisible by 10. Okay. So now if you take this and this, if you equate the powers, m plus 3 is equal to 114. So m plus 3, this is equal to 114. So m is equal to what? Triple one. So what is m value? Triple one is the answer. Okay. That's it. Just a mere calculation here. The next one. The speed of a train T is 100 kilometer per hour. And the speed of a person P is 4 kilometer per hour. T crosses P in 15 seconds. That means train crosses a person in 15 seconds. If P travels along the direction of the motion of T, okay, both are moving in the same direction. If T travels along the opposite direction of T, then in how much time does T cross P in seconds approximately? That's the question. Story is very simple. You have a train T and you have a person P. Okay, the first time they both move in the same direction. When they move in the same direction, train T crosses the person in 15 seconds. 15 seconds. Okay. If they now the question is if they move in the opposite direction, how much time it would take for the train to travel, I mean cross the person? That's the question. Okay. Here what we don't know is we don't know the length of the train. Length of the train, let us take L meter. Okay. Now the speed of the train, speed of train they have given us what? 100 kilometer per hour. 100 kilometer per hour. This 100 kilometer per hour, meter per second, if we convert 100 into 5 by 18 meter per seconds. Then speed of the person, speed of person, it is going to be what? 4 kilometer per hour, which means what? 4 into 5 by 18 meter per seconds. When they move in the same direction, we have to consider the relative speed. Relative speed, same direction means you have to subtract 100 minus 4, it is going to be 96, 5 by 18 meter per seconds. When they move in the same direction, the time taken is what? 50 seconds. Time taken is time taken is 15 seconds. 15 seconds means time. How do you find? Distance by speed. Distance is what? How much distance? L meter. Length of the train it has to cross. L meter divided by speed. It is going to be what? 96 into 5 by 80. 96 into 5 by 80. This is equal to 50. That means L is equal to what? 15 into 96 into 5 by 18. If you cancel this, this is 3 times. This is going to be what? 16 times by 6. And you can cancel this. This is going to be what? 5 times 25 into 16. 4 times 100. So 16. So it is going to be 400. L is equal to 400 meters. So length of the train is what? 400 meter. Now, if you know the length of the train, okay, when they go in the opposite direction, what is going to be the relative speed? It is going to be the addition 104 into 5 by 80 meter per second. 104 into 5 by 80 meter per second. This is what when they go in the opposite direction. This is speed. Now, what is the time taken here? Time taken in this case, and I give time taken in this case to cross this person. So distance by speed. Distance is what? 400 meter. By speed is what? 104 5 by 18. That means what? 400 into 18 by what? 104 into 5. So 104 into 5. So we just try to cancel this. It is going to be 100. And then this is going to be 25. Then this is going to be 26. And then if you try to cancel all this number, you will be getting the answer as 13.85. 13.85 is the answer for this question. Just simplify it, you will be getting 13.85 is the answer for this question. The next one. For 1 by 3 less than x, less than y, less than 2, which of the following statements is are always correct? So what we can do is we can go with a particular case, substitute some value for x and y. So x and y lies between 1 by 3 and 2, where x is less than y. Therefore, I'll take first x is 1 by 2, y is 1. So 1 by 2 is less than 1, 1 is less than 2. Definitely 1 by 2 is 1 greater than 1 by 3. That is okay. Now when it comes here, so your x is what? 1 by 2. 1 by 2 plus 1 by 1 by 2. Is it less than y value is what? 1 plus 1 by 1. So this is actually what? 1 by 2 plus 2 less than 2. This is 1 plus 1, 2. Actually, this is 2 and a half. This is 2. Definitely 2 and a half is not less than 1. 2. Therefore, for a particular case, this is not true. Therefore, this is not going to be always true. The question is always. So this is not going to be always true. When it comes to this one, if you take and substitute the same value here, what happens you see here? Root of y value is what? 1. Therefore, 1 plus 1 square it is going to be 2 by what? 1. Root 2. Is it less than what? This side we have 1 plus 1 by 4 because x value is 1 by 2 the whole square. Therefore, it is 1 by 4 divided by what? X again it is going to be 1 by 2. So which means this is root 2 less than, it is 2 into this is going to be root 5 by 2. If you simplify this, 4 plus 1, 5 by 4. If you take out of the root, it is going to be 2, it is 1. Root 2 is definitely root 5. So for a particular case, this is true, but we need to be what? True always. So if you take any number in between, this will be satisfying. We cannot check all the numbers at a time. Therefore, what we have to think? For a particular case, it works. For here, particular case, it is not working. Therefore, certainly say it is not true always. Here, for a particular case, it works. Now, how do you say this is true always? We have to try to think in a different way. Here, what you know? um, your x is less than y. You try to do it mathematically. X is less than y. This inequality I have taken. X is less than y. You square on both sides. Then also it is going to be true. Then if you add 1, then also it is going to be what? True. Now you take the square root. Then also this inequality is going to remain less than. Now if you divide both sides by x, then also it is going to remain this less than. But here what? X is less than y. X is less than y. But 1 by x is less than what? 1 by y. So in this place, if I replace what I want here? Y. So if in this place, if I replace as y, this inequality will change like this. That's it. This is what it is. This is what they are given. This is always going to be what? True. So this is always true. Therefore, option B is correct. What is the minimum number of times one needs to measure to get 298 liters of water from a tank? If the measuring cylinders have capacities 1 liter, 6 liter, 25 liters, and 100 liters. So here the condition what they have not given is we have to use all the capacity cylinders, we have to use like that they will give that condition. What they asked, what is the minimum number of times one needs to measure? That's it. You need to use all the measure at least once like that. They didn't give any condition. Therefore, here what? Minimum number of times. How do you use it? See here, I need to get 298 liters. So if I use 100 liters 3 times, 100 liters, 100 liters, 100 liters, 3 times I have measured. Here what? 3 times I have measured. So I got what? 300. From this 300, using 1 liter capacity, I can remove what? First time, one more time if I remove, I used what? 1 liter 2 times. If I remove one more time, I mean 3 times I have taken 100 liters, 2 times I have removed 1 liter. Therefore, what is that? I will give 298 again. So minimum I need to measure what? 5 times. 5 times is the answer for this. The next one. There are 4 types of weights, namely 1, 2, 5, 10 kgs. What is the maximum number of different weights? The previous question, it is minimum number. Here, maximum number of different weights, one can measure 20 kg. 20 kg you are given. You need to measure this using these cages. If at least 8, but not more than 11 weights of 1 kg are to be used. So 1 kg you can use minimum 8 times you can use, maximum 11 times you can use. Not less than 8 or not more than 11. Okay. That's what about the 1 kg measure. The question is what? What is the maximum number of different ways? In the question is maximum number they are asking to measure this 20 kg. So here it is very simple. First one, if I use 8 once, 8 times 1 kg if I use. Okay, I would have measured what? 8 kg. Remaining is what? Remaining here. Remaining it is going to be 12 kg. 8 I have already used. I have measured. Remaining is going to be 12 kg. This 12 kg I can measure as what? I can use 2 and here again they didn't say that you have to use 1 kg only once or 2 kg only once. They didn't give any number of times you can use it, but you have to measure it, measure the 20 kg properly. That's it. So this 12 kg I can use at what? 10 plus 2 kgs and I can measure it, or I can use as what? 5 plus 5 plus 2, 12, or I can measure as what? The combination, then 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, 6 times. So this 3 different ways. Is there any other combination? No. So 5 3 times I cannot use it. 2 times 2, 5, 1 time, that I cannot use it. So this is the combination. So 3 times here, 3 possibilities are there. If I use 8 times 1 kg. Next is what? 9 times if I use 1 kg. Remaining is going to be what? 11. This 11 kg, remaining 11 kg, how do you measure? So it is what? 5 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2. So 6 plus 5, 11. I cannot use 10. I cannot use all what 2. Only this possibility, only one possibility is that there is no any other possibility. And then 10 times if I use 1 kg, remaining is going to be what? 10. This 10 can be measured as what? Using just 10 kg, but once I can measure it, or 5 plus 5, 10 kg I can measure it, or 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2 plus 2, 5 times 2, 10 kg. So the combination we cannot use. 10 plus we cannot add anything. 5 plus 2, 2 we cannot have 10. So only these are the 3 possibilities we have. And then if I use what? Minimum 8, maximum 11. 11 times if I use 1, what is the combination I get? Remaining is going to be 9. 9, how do I get it? 9 means it is going to be what? 5 plus 2 plus 2, 9. Is there any other possibility? No other possibility, you'll get what? 9. So these are the combinations. The question is maximum number of different ways. How many ways here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 8 ways. 8 ways is the answer for this question. Okay. The next one. Okay. Let's answer this question. A cut on a solid object divides the object into 2 parts where the new surface thus produced are plane. On the other hand, one single cut can be used to cut more than one object at a time. In an experiment, the total number of pieces produced by applying n cuts is denoted by xn. Okay. The experiment is performed on solid cube, where pieces remains unmoved after each cut. We are not moving. In this experiment, if after the third cut, the pieces are identical. After the third cut, if you go for fourth cut, the pieces are identical. Then which of the following is not a possible value for x4? If we make a fourth cut, which is not going to be a possible value for x4? I mean, number of cubes, identical cubes, which is not possible. That's what the question is. Here, not possible, they are asking. Using 4 cuts, what is the not possible cubes you can have here? That's what, whether you can have 5, 8, 12, or 16, which is not possible. Okay, so I'll try here. Suppose if you take a cube, if I make 4 cuts, I need to make 4 cuts. First cut, second cut, third cut, fourth cut. If I make these 4 cuts, so 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts I have done here. So I got what? 5 identical pieces. 5 identical pieces possible. They are asking not possible. Okay. And the similar way, using 4 cuts, is there a possibility to get what? 12 pieces, 12 identical pieces. That I have to check. Okay. So this is 1 cut, 2 cut. I make the third cut also here, 3 cuts. The fourth cut I do here. All are identical. If I do like this, I'll be having what? In each one, 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. So total cuts 1, 2, 3, 4 cuts I have done. So here what? 8 identical pieces have come. Therefore, this is also possible. Is there a possibility to get 12 pieces? 12 pieces. Just some try. We'll get 12 pieces also, I guess. So this is going to be one, two, I mean, two cuts. Third cut, 8. Fourth cut, if I do like this, I'll be getting what? So it is each one, 2, 3, 4. 4 pieces are there, 3 layers, therefore what? 12. 12 pieces are possible using 4 cuts. But so these are possible, we have done. So which is not possible, then the answer for this question is option A. You cannot have 16 pieces with 4 cuts. That's it. So these are possible. Possible, I have shown how it is possible. So not possible is 16. So answer for this question is option A. The class average X in a test increases by 4 when the score of a student is rectified, whose corrected score is 100 instead of 0. Instead of 0. Okay. So there are totally like n students. The total marks of n students are denoted by Tn divided by n. It is going to be what? X. Now what happened is, this is a total, Tn is a total of n students mark. In that one student mark is 0. 0 is now removed. Okay. In the place of 0, they are including what? 100. And that from here, this Tn is nx. Now the same Tn, because we are going to add one more 100 by removing 0, adding 0 doesn't make sense. So with this Tn, we are adding what? 100. Now the number of students is going to be what? N only. Now the average is, we add 100, average increases by what? 4. Now it is going to be x plus 4. So from here, Tn value is nx plus 100. If you multiply this n this side, is nx plus 4n. So nx get cancelled. 100 is equal to 4n means n is equal to 25. And n is equal to 25 means number of students. There are 25 students. That I have found. What is the next one? Later, the score of another student was found to have been recorded as 81 in place of 56. Original number is 56 in the place of that 81. So from here, what is that we have? The total, first to rectified total is nx plus 4n. That is now n is what? 25. N is 25 means it is going to be what? 25x plus 100. This is the 4 into 25, it is 100. This is the first time rectified total. In this total, what? One more correction they are making. 81 is a wrong number, 56 is the right number, they are replacing. Therefore, what? You need to subtract 81, you need to add 56. So this is going to be what? Minus 25. Yes, minus 25. This is 25x plus, so 100 minus 25. This is going to be what? 25x plus 75. This is the corrected total. Correct total. Now what they are saying, if there are no other corrections and the final corrected average is y. Final, this is the final corrected total. Now the average 25x plus 75 divided by what? N number of students. N number of students is what? 25. This is denoted by what? Y. The average, corrected averages, they are saying as y. Now they are asking what is y minus x. From here, try to find y minus x. Now if you divide by 25, you will be getting what? X plus 3, this is equal to y. So your y minus x is equal to 3. Y minus x is equal to 3 is the answer option. Y minus x is equal to 3. The next question. 3 variables x, y, z take values 2, 3, 4, 5 such that their values are always distinct. Okay. if m and n denote the largest possible value and the smallest possible value. M is the largest possible value, n is the smallest possible value, respectively. For the expression, for this expression, m is largest, n is smallest. What is m minus n? We are asking. So x, y, z are going to take from this x, y, z are going to be substituted 2, 3, 4, or 5. So if you want to get maximum value, you need to use what? Bigger numbers. If you want to get minimum value, you need to use what? Smaller numbers. So here, when it comes to multiplication, multiply 4 into 5. The next value you can add is what? 3 you can add. So answer is going to be what? 23. This is what your M is. And then for a smallest one, you can multiply 2 and 3. We can add as what? 4. Therefore, this is going to be what? 6 plus 4. It is going to be 10. This is what going to be N. Now, they are asking what? M minus N. That means the difference. It is going to be 13. M minus N is going to be 13. That is the small. This is the maximum value possible. This is the minimum value possible. So, the difference is going to be 13. Option C is the answer. For the next one. Suppose x, y, z are variables taking positive real numbers. X, y, z are positive real numbers. Their possible values as their possible values. It is given that y is directly proportional to x square. Y is directly proportional to x square. And x is inversely proportional to z. X is inversely proportional to z. For z is equal to when your z value is 7 by 25. The values of x and y are x is going to be 5 and y is going to be 50. So x is 5, y is 50, z value is 7 by 25. Okay, that is they are given respectively. If y is equal to 98, what is the value of z they are asking? Okay, now let us remove this proportionality by using a constant. Y is equal to some k x square. Yes, x is equal to some n by z or m by z, whatever, m by z. M, k are some constants. Now what they said, z is 7 by 25. X value is what? 5. So when x is going to be 5, when z is 7 by 25. That means your m value, this is going to be what? 25 by 7 into 5. This I can take it 5. Therefore, your m is going to be what? 7 by 5. M is going to be 7 by 5, which means the constant what I have written here, from here I can say x is equal to 7 by 5. M is 7 by 5 means 7 by 5z. That's how it is related. X and z are related. Same way, x is what? 5, y is what? 50. So y is going to be 50. K value, x is what? 5, therefore 5 square, 25, therefore it is going to be 2. K is going to be what? 2. So when k is 2 means y and x are related like this, 2x square. That's how it is related. Okay. Now what they say, y is equal to 98. When y is equal to 98, what is z value? That's what I wanted to find. So now we substitute here y is 98. 98 is equal to 2x square. Just it is what? 49. Therefore, your x is equal to 7. So here x is equal to 7. Y is equal to 98 means x is equal to 7. X is equal to 7 means x is equal to 7 means so 7 by 5 z. So 7 7 get cancelled. Z is equal to 1 by 5. Z is equal to 1 by 5. 1 by 5 is the answer. That's it. Z value is 1 by 5. So just a mere substitution calculation. The next one. PQRS T are ranked 1 to 5. The rank of, okay, PQRS T. PQRS T. The rank of P is 4. Rank of P is what? 4. The rank of Q is not 5. Q rank is not 5. The rank of R is 1. The rank of R is 1. The rank of S is not 2. Rank of S is not going to be 2. The rank of T is not 3. T is not going to be 3. Then which of the following is or correct? If the rank of S is 3, the rank of S is 3. Okay. So here what? Q cannot be 5. Therefore, Q can be what? Either 2 or 3 only rank. S cannot be 2. Therefore, this is going to be what? Either 3 or 5 only its rank. T cannot be 3. Therefore, it is going to be what? Either 2 or 5. That's the possibility. Now, if the rank of S is 3, suppose rank of S is 3, if this is 3 means definitely what? Here it is going to be 3 is not going to come, here it is going to be 2. Q rank is going to be 2. And then 2 is fixed here, therefore T value is what? 5. Okay, what they are saying here? The rank of S is 3, if the rank of S is 3, then that of T is 2. T is 5 only, not 2. Q only 2. Therefore, this statement is not correct. Second one, if the rank of Q is 3, suppose here it is 3 means, if here it is 3 means, then 3 is not going to come here, here it is going to be 5, and then what? 5 is fixed means here it is going to be 2. Then this is what rank. So P is 4, Q is 3, R is 1, S is 5, T is 2. Now what they say, if the rank of Q is 3, Q is 3, then that of T is 5. Not T is 5, S is 5, T is what? 2. Therefore, this is also what? Not 2. So both the statements are what? Not correct. Option D is the answer for this. Okay. Two identical straight rods are painted in 5 distinct colors so that each of them gets divided into 5 equal parts along the length. In one of them, the portions are marked P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. I mean, other one is P1, Q2, P3, P4, P5, not in any order. Okay, that's what they said. When the rods are kept parallel to each other side by side, P1 and Q1 match. Sorry, P1, Q3 match. That means what they say is so something like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So other one is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay. Something like here it is P1, P2, P3, P4, P5. Here Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, Q5. Again, need not be in the same order. It can be anywhere. Okay. They didn't say what is the order has to be followed, but they said what? They matches only they have given. P1, Q3 match. P1 is opposite to what? Q3. They are going to be matched with the color. Okay. And then P3 matches Q1 or Q2. Sorry, P4. P4 matches Q1 or Q2. And Q4 matches P3 or P5. P3 or P5, it is going to be what? P3, it is what? P3, Q4. Q4, or here it is Q4. P3 or P5 matches what? Q4. That we don't know. If Q3 and the Q5 are adjacent, Q3 and the Q5 are adjacent, which of the following is are correct? Okay. Okay. Q3 is marked at the middle portion of the straight rod. Q3, is there any restriction that Q3 cannot come in the middle portion? Have they given any adjacents? Only this they have given adjacent. Again, adjacent only they said. Adjacent means whether Q5 comes that side or this side, we don't know. Is there any restriction that Q3 cannot come in the middle place? It can come. Okay. They have not said what exact relation between the Q1, Q2, Q3, which is left, which is right. The exact portion they didn't give. Will it come means yes, as per the definition, it can come in the, or as per the given information, it can come in any place. It can come in the middle place also, not an issue. P3 is marked at one of the extreme portion of the straight rod. Again, there is no restriction. You need not take P2 as here, the second question. You can take P2 here also, not an issue. This is also correct. So both are correct for this question. Seven persons, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, travel by three cars. Okay, X, Y, Z. X, Y, Z. Three cars. Seven persons are traveling. A and another two of them travel by X. Okay. With the car A, with the car X, A, with the other two person is traveling. C travels, only E travels with G. E travels with G, but we don't know which car it is. That we don't know. Okay, as of now. Let's continue. C travels by Z. C travels by what? Z. C travels with car Z. But B does not travel by Y. So B is not going to come here. B will not come here. B not in Y. Besides, A and B do not travel by the same car. Already A travels in X. Therefore, B also not going to come here. Therefore, what? B is going to come only here. B is not going to travel in Y and he is not going to travel with what? A. Therefore, A is already in X. Therefore, it is not going to be possible. Therefore, what? B there only. Okay. Okay. Then which of the following are correct? Before that, therefore, what? Z car is taken by B, C. E and G are always what? Together. That means our Y car is taken by E and G. E and G is Y car. They are always what? Together. Uh, and they said what? Only E travels with the G. If only E travels with the G means they need to be in different car. Here there are two possibilities. This also what? There is a possibility E and G. But what? E and G, if you take it, there cannot be any other person. Here there is one third person A. Therefore, for E and G separate car Y. So what is left? A, B, C, D, E, F, G. So D and F, A in one car, EG in another car, CD in car Z. That's it. No one travels alone. Correct only. No, everybody travels as a group only. So this is correct statement. Only D travels with the F. No, D travels with the F, but not only. A also travels with what? F. Therefore, this statement is wrong. Only C travels with the B. Yes, only C travels with the B. That is correct. Third statement is correct. Therefore, what? 1 and 3 are correct. Option B is correct. The next one. There are four statements X, Y, Z, and W. The relations are as follows. Okay. Four statements X, Y, Z, W. If X is incorrect, then so is Z. If X is incorrect, then so is Z. Z is also going to be incorrect. Okay. If X is correct, it doesn't say that Z is correct. X is incorrect, Z is incorrect. That's what they say. If Y is incorrect, then W is correct. Then W is correct. They didn't say that if Y is correct, W is incorrect. That we cannot assume. So if this is incorrect, this is correct. That's what they said. If W is correct, then X is incorrect. Again, it doesn't mean that if W is incorrect, X is correct. That converse you cannot take. Okay. Whatever they are given as it is, you have to take. That's it. Now let's go to the statement. If X is correct, then so is Y. If X is correct, then so is Y. We cannot say exactly. Okay. Because this is correct means we cannot say Y is also correct. Here we don't have data here. We cannot say exactly. Therefore, this is not what correct. If Z is correct, if this one is correct, then it is not necessary that Y is correct. It is not necessary. Y is correct. It can be correct, need not be correct. It is not necessary that Y is correct. It can be or it cannot be. So this statement seems to be correct. The first statement, therefore, B only 2 is correct. Let's take this question. X and Y are two runners who run for the same duration of time on the same circular track. Okay. X and Y. They started running at the same time, the same direction, with the uniform speeds. When X completed 7 rounds, Y did exactly 5 rounds. After completing 5 rounds, Y changed his direction and started running in the opposite direction with the speed which is double of his earlier speed. On the other hand, X continued to run with the same speed. They stopped running when they completed exactly when X completed exactly 21 rounds. How many times did X and Y meet after they had started and before they had finally stopped? Started before they had finally stopped. What is this question? There are two questions here. One is what X and Y. First X goes 7 rounds and then Y goes 5 rounds. This is what in the same direction. Same direction. When they go in the same direction, X goes 7 rounds, this Y goes 5 rounds means how many times they meet? 2 times they meet. Difference. 2 times they meet. In the opposite direction, Y after this 5 rounds, Y doubles his speed. That means with the same time, the double of speed will go with what? 2 times of the round. If you double the speed means instead of 5 rounds, now you will go for what? 10 rounds. But with the same time, Y goes with the same speed, therefore you will complete only 7 rounds. Okay. Then in the opposite direction means here how many times they will meet? 17 times addition. Again, one more 7 times if he goes, then only what? You will get 21. They said what? They stopped running when X completed exactly 21 rounds. So with this 14 rounds, one more 7, 21 rounds. For this 7 rounds again here is going to go for 10 rounds. Here is what exactly 17 times they are going to need. So altogether it is going to come 36. They said what? 36 includes last time when they meet. Remove that 1, 36 minus 1, it is going to be 35 times. 35 times we are going to meet. Okay. For this, I mean, same direction, opposite direction, if you consider, they will be meeting 35 times together. In an objective type question, question paper, 5 marks are awarded for a correct answer, 2 marks are deducted for a wrong answer. A student attempted all the questions and got a score of 69. Had he been awarded 4 marks for a correct answer and 1 mark deducted for a wrong answer, he would have scored 84. How many questions were there in the question paper? Okay. So let us assume that he has answered correctly X questions, wrongly Y questions. Total number of questions is going to be X plus Y. This is correct questions, wrong question. For the first case, each correct question 5 marks, 5x. Each wrong question 2 marks deducted, 2y. In total, what is that? He has scored 69. For the second case, for each correct question 4 marks. For each wrong question, it is 1 mark deducted. So finally, the score is 84. Okay. Now total number of questions x plus y is that's the question. Okay. Let us find x plus y from these two equations. What we can do is we can have this 5x minus 2y, this is equal to 69. And then here I multiply by 2, so that it is going to be 8x minus 2y. This is equal to 168. Now, if you just subtract it, this will be cancelled. It is going to be what? Minus 3x. This is equal to minus 99. And then x is equal to 33. X is equal to 33 means 33 questions rightly answered. Now we have to find y value. Y value, just to what? You can substitute here y. X value 33 means 5 into 33. 150, 165 minus 2y, this is equal to 69. Therefore, 2y, 165 minus 69 is equal to 2y. This is what, 96, 96. That means what? Y is equal to 48. So y is 48. 48 questions wrongly answered. That is 3 questions rightly answered. Total is what? X plus 1. That is 33, 48. If we add it, 11 remaining 1, 8. So total number of questions is 81 questions. Option B is the answer for this question. That's it. The next one. When it comes to this question, an explosion uh, takes place at a certain distance from an army camp. As soon as the sensor in the camp receives the sound of the explosion, a drone starts flying toward the spot of explosion. The drone clicks a picture from the spot and the camp receives it at the same time. Immediately, another drone starts flying to the spot and it also sends a picture as soon as it reaches the spot. The two pictures were received at 5:02 p.m., 5:05 p.m. respectively. If the speed of the drone is 30 meter per second, at what time did the explosion? Question is, what time did the explosion take place? Assume that the speed of the sound is 300 meter per second. What is the story? The story is very simple. Here there is what? Camp, military camp. Here there is what? The spot of the explosion. Once that the explosion has happened, the sound would have traveled from here to the camp. Once that sound has reached this camp, immediately a drone has gone to the spot and taken a picture. That when the picture taken time is what? It is first time it has taken 5:02, 5:02 p.m. Second time, uh, again, what is it? A drone starts flying toward the spot. The drone clicks a picture from, okay, say that immediately another drone starts flying to the spot. Once that picture taken, immediately the picture is received in the camp. Once the picture is received, immediately another drone has gone to the spot and takes the picture. Okay, second time, the picture taken by the another drone, it is 5:05. That means 5:05 p.m. That means what? The, the time taken by the drone to reach this destination or spot from the camp is 3 minutes, because the difference is what? 3 minutes. Once the picture is taken, immediately the drone goes. So to reach that place and take the picture at 5 minutes, the difference is 3 minutes. So the time taken by the drone to reach that spot is 3 minutes. 3 minutes it takes. Time taken. 3 minutes means it is going to be 180 seconds. 180 seconds. Now what they are asking, what time the explosion had taken place. Okay, first let us find what is the distance from here to here. Distance is what? Speed into time. Speed of the drone we have given 30 meter per seconds. Time taken to reach that one is, it is 3 minutes means 180 seconds. So this is going to be 00 24,425. This much, this is what in terms of meter, this much meter, 5,400 meter is the difference or distance. Okay. Okay. Now, what is that we have to find? If the sound, if the explosion happens, the sound starts from here and will try to reach this camp. And at what time it will reach this camp, that we have to find. Okay. The duration taken by the sound to reach from the spot to the camp. So that means what? It would have traveled 5,400 meter. So time taken by the sound. When the sound reaches the camp, it will be sensed by the sensors. It will be received by the sensors. So time taken. So this is going to be what? The distance 5,400 divided by speed of distance by speed. Speed of the sound is what? 300 meter per second. Therefore 300. Therefore this is going to be what? 1 24 means 18 seconds it has taken to reach. So that means what? The explosion would have happened, 18 seconds the sound would have traveled, then what? The drone would have taken place. Okay. Now what? Earlier we have found that time taken by the drone to reach from camp to the spot is 3 minutes. So first time it taken photo 5 minutes. That means first drone would have traveled 3 minutes early, right? Therefore, what? First time the drone would have taken 3 minutes less. If you take it, it is 5. No, 459. 459. At 459 only what? The drone would have started from here to reach the spot. 3 minutes it takes. That's a meaning. So 459 would have taken. But this is the time when the first drone started flying. But when the explosion would have happened, with this time 18 minutes early, you remove just subtract 18 seconds, sorry, not minute, 18 seconds. Remove 18 seconds. To remove 18 seconds, it is going to be what? 458. 18 seconds removed means it is going to be 40. Yeah, 42 seconds. 4 o'clock, 58 minutes, 42 seconds. The explosion would have happened. If you add with 18, you'll be getting this. If with this, if you add 3 minutes, you'll be getting this. Another 3 minutes, you'll be getting this. Therefore, the explosion would have happened at this time, 4:58:42 p.m. That's the answer for this question. The next simple question. The digits in the unit place of the number 6 power anything unit digit is 6. 7 power 307 for 7 cyclic number, which is based on cyclic number, it's 4. 307 if you divide by 4, you'll be getting as what? Remainder as 3. Remainder 3, remainder 1 means 7, remainder 2 means 9. Remainder 3 means 3, remainder 4 means what? 1 cyclicity number for 7. So remainder 3 means unit digit is going to be what? 3. So if you multiply, it is going to be 18. 8 is the unit digit. 18. Therefore, 8 is going to be the unit digit for this. 8 is the answer. Next one. This is one of the simple question. This is also a simple question. The person saves 10% of salary every month. If his salary increases by 12% and the expenditure increases by 10%, then what will be the change in this saving per month? That's a question. So we'll go with this example, like I'll take salaries 100 rupees. This is his salary. First salary. He saves what? Saves 10% of salary. 10% salary means it is going to be saving 10 rupee. Expenditure 9 rupee. Okay. So then only what? Salary is going to be under salary under means expenditure 90, saving is going to be 10. Okay, fine. If his salary increases by 12%, salary increases by 12% increase with now the salary is going to be 112. And the expenditure increased by 10%. Expenditure is 90, now it is increased by what? Expenditure increased by 10%. 10% means it is 99. Now, what is that? This is the salary, this is the expenditure. What is the difference? This is going to be 13 rupees. That is going to be what? Savings. Okay. What is the question? What will be the change in this saving per month? The question is 20% increase, 30% increase, decrease. They are given. So, what we can do is earlier saving is 10 rupee. Now, the new saving is what? 13 rupee. So, the difference is what? 3 rupee. And definitely what? The savings has increased. Therefore, percentage is going to increase. Okay. 3 rupee with respect to what? 10 into 100. So it is going to be what? 30% increase in savings has happened. 30% increase in savings has happened. That's it. The next one. P as a son and a daughter. Okay. P is having what? Son and daughter. S is the mother of T. Okay. S is the mother of T. T's mother is S. Okay. S is our spouse. S is our spouse. That means what? Wife, husband. Okay. S is wife, R is husband. Okay. Q and R are children of T. Q and R are children of T. That is, R is man means Q and R children of T. So, son is going to be R. Q is going to be the daughter. So, for this R, wife is going to be yes. And we don't know about the gender of T. So, T is going to be the son or daughter. We don't know. So, R and yes, wife, husband. And Q is what? Sister. Sister of R. Okay. What is the question? Then how is Q related to yes? Q related to yes. How is Q related to yes? So Q is a sister of yes? No. Q is a daughter of yes? No. Q is a mother of yes? No. Q is a sister of the husband of yes. So Q is a sister of husband. Husband of yes is R. R's sister only what? Q. That's the answer. D is the answer for the question. Again, this is also the simple question, not a difficult one. We'll go to the next one. Okay, the next one. How many three-digit numbers can three-digit numbers can be expressed as an integral power of 2? Three-digit numbers can be expressed as integral power of 2. When you increase the power of 2, how many three-digit numbers can come? Suppose if you take 2 power 4, it is what? 16. 2 power 5, it is what? 32. 2 power 6 is what? It is 64. 2 power 6, 64. 2 power 7, it is 128. This is the first three-digit number. Then 2 power 8, it is going to be what? 256. That's the three-digit number. 2 power 9, it is going to be what? It is 1 remaining 1, 10 to 1, 11, remaining 1. 4, 5, 512. This is another yes, 512. 2 times of 512. This is another three-digit number. What is 2 power 10? 2 power 10, if you take it, so it is what? 1024. It is a 4-digit number. Now, what is the question? How many three-digit numbers can be expressed integral power of 2? So, three-digit numbers what? 2 power 7, 2 power 8, 2 power 9, they are three-digit numbers. Only 3. So, till 2 power 6, it is 2-digit number. After 2 power 10, it is 4 digits and then it will keep increasing. Therefore, 3 digit numbers will get what? Only 3. Therefore, option is C, answer is 3. Simple. Okay, this is syllogism sum. So like this previous problem, they are all easy problems only. Okay. Uh, this is another easy problem. Syllogism sum. Every red is blue. Every red is what? Blue. Every blue is green. Every blue is green. Every green is yellow. Every green is what? Yellow. That's it. Uh, what is that? Which of the following statements you don't repeat? You are correct. Every blue is yellow. Every blue is yellow. Correct. Every red is green. Every red is green. That is also correct. Every red is yellow. Every red is yellow. That is also correct. All are correct. Option D. Simple question. Again, another simple question. This kind of question they used to ask. This time also they asked it. Counting based problems. How many times does pi appear in all 2 digit positive integers? Pi appear. So 5 2 digit where and all will come. So 15, 25, 35, 45, 55, 65, 75, 85, 95. These are the 2 digit numbers where 5 comes. Not only this, and also we have 50, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55 is here, 56, 57, 58, 59. So these are the 2 digit numbers where we can get 5. That's it. No other numbers 5 is going to come. How many times 5 appears? That's the question. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. 19 is the answer. That's it. 19 times comes over. Simple question. The next one. X travels 6 kilometers on a bicycle with average speed of 5 kilometers per hour, 10 kilometers per hour, and with 4 kilometers per hour during the first 1 kilometer, next to 2 kilometers, and the remaining 3 kilometers respectively. This is X. Y travels the same distances with the average speed of 4 kilometers per hour, 10 kilometers per hour, 5 kilometers per hour respectively. How many minutes early will Y complete the journey if both X and Y start at the same time? They are starting at the same time. Now what is the time difference? That's the question. Just find the time difference. Okay. How many minutes? So answer should be in minutes. So find the time difference. With respect to X, I'll go straight away. So first 1 kilometer at the speed of uh, 5 kilometer per hour. Time is what? Time is distance by speed. So distance is 1 kilometer. Speed is 5 kilometer per hour. The next 2 kilometer, speed is 10 kilometer per hour. Next 3 kilometer, speed is what? 4 kilometer per hour. This is with respect to X. With respect to now Y. Y the same distance. 1 kilometer, 2 kilometer, 3 kilometer. But the speed is different. First 1 kilometer, it is 4 kilometer per hour speed. Next to 2 kilometers, 10 kilometer per hour speed. Next to 3 kilometers is what? 5 kilometer per hour speed. So this is the time taken by X, this is the time taken by Y. Now just simplify it, find the difference. So this is going to be in kilometer per hour. So time is in hour. Now we have to convert it to minute. That we have to keep it in mind. So here what? This is actually 1 by 5. So it is 2 times 2 by 5 plus 3 by 4. LCM is what? 20. 4 means 8. Here 5 means what? 15. This is going to be what? 23 by 20 R. When it comes to year, so it is going to be what? This is again 1 by 5. So it is going to be 1 by 4 plus 4 by 5. This is LCM is again is 20. This is what? 5 plus 4 means 16. This is going to be 21 by 20 R. Now the difference is going to be 23 by 20 minus, okay, 23 by 20 minus 21 by 20. This is going to be what? 2 by 20, that means 1 by 10. 1 by 10 R, that is 1 by 10 into 16 minutes. So if you cancel, it is going to be 6 minutes. So time difference is going to be 6 minutes. Option D is the answer for this question. The next one. Seven cubes are identical in shape. Out of this, the weight of each of the 6 cube is equal and the weight of the remaining cube is less than the weight of any other cube. A balance is used. Identify the lightest cube. What is the minimum number of atoms? Minimum number of atoms required to distinguish the odd cube with certainty. Definitely. How do you identify the smallest cube? Okay, how many attempts you have to make to identify that? Okay, totally what? 7 cubes. 7 cubes are identical in shape. Out of this, the weight of each of the 6 cube is equal, and the weight of the remaining cube is what? Less than any other cube. Okay. Okay, here there are 7 cubes. What we do is we try to uh, take 6 cube. Okay. What we do is we take 3 cubes at one side, the another 3 cubes one side. Okay. So if it is equal, okay, if it is equal, uh, we cannot. I mean, we are not having what that less weight cube. Okay. If it is goes one side down, one side up means, so which side it goes up, in that side there is what? One less weight cube. Okay. So in this case, so first time I split as 3, 3. So one side goes up, one side goes down, goes up side, it is going to be what? That is going to be that less weight cube. Now in this, again 3 cubes are there. One time I have attempted. Now there is what? Small cube here. Okay. Now in this, now if you take these two and weight, if they are equal, then this is going to be the smallest weight. And if you take these two, instead of taking these two, if you choose these two, one side goes, other side goes up, other side goes down means, whatever side goes up, that is going to be what? Smallest cube. So here I'm making one attempt, here I'm making one attempt. So totally what? 2 attempts are required to answer this question. Certainly we can answer in what? 2 attempts. That's the answer for this question. The next one. A person facing the east, this is another easy direction based question. A person facing the east travels 4 kilometers straight east, 4 kilometer what? Straight, and turns right and travels 3 kilometers. Okay. And then further turns left and travels 2 kilometer, 2 kilometer. And finally turns left and then travels 3 kilometer, 3 kilometer. The minimum distance between the final point and the initial point. So this is what 2 means 6 kilometers the distance from starting point to the final point. And the direction in which the person is facing, he comes from here, he is going to face what? North. And he is going to face north. So, so it is 6 kilometer north. Option D is the answer for this question. Next one. In a sequence of numbers, each number other than the first two is what? Sum of the two immediately preceding numbers from it. If the first two numbers in the sequence are 4 and 7, then the sixth number is okay. First two number are 4 and 7. Third number is going to be addition of this 11. Fourth number is going to be addition of this 18. Fifth number is going to be addition of this. So it is going to be what? 29. Sixth number is going to be addition of this. It is going to be 30, 47. This is the sixth number. Question is what? Then sixth number is 47. Another easy question. Okay. Each number other than the first two is the sum of the two immediately preceding the numbers. You need to add this two number, then you have to make the third number. You need to add this two number, you have to make the next number. Like that, if it goes, sixth place it is going to be 47. Option B is the answer. Another easy question. And then next one is the ratio of male to female workers in two companies A, B. So A, B are two companies. Male to female workers ratio is male female workers ratio, that is going to be 13 is to 10. Here it is going to be 7 is to 5. If both the companies are the same number of female workers, in both the companies, number of female workers same, then what is the ratio of the total number of workers in A to B? Total number of workers in A to B, that's what we have to find. So here from here we can have what? So male workers is 13x, female workers is what? 10x. From here we can have what? Male workers is 7y, some other letter we use it. And then female workers is what? 5y. They said female workers in both the company are equal. That means what? 5y is equal to 10x. So that means what? Y is equal to 2x. Now try to write in x. Y is 2x. If you replace it, it is going to be y is 2x means it is 14x. Y is 2x means it is going to be 10x. Total is what here? Total number of workers here it is going to be 23x. Here total number of workers here it is going to be what? 24x. So the ratio is going to be what? 23 is to 24. 23 is to 24 is the answer. Option B is the answer for this question. The next one. If the product of HCF and the LCM of two distinct numbers is the cube of one of the numbers, then which of the following statements are correct? Okay. The product of HCF LCM of two distinct numbers. So let us take X and Y are two distinct. That product is going to be what? Product of HCF and the LCM. LCM into LCM. That we know this is the result. Okay. When we do that, they are saying what? The product of LCM and LCM of two distinct number is the cube of one of the number. It is the cube of one of the number. Something like LCM into HCF. It is nothing but cube of one of the number. That number let us take x cube. That means what? Your y is nothing but x square. then only you will be getting what? X cube. Okay. The difference of the number is an even number. Is it true? So one number is x, the other number is what? X square. That's a meaning. One number is 2, other number is 2 square. So definitely your LCM is going to be what? 4, HCF is 2, multiplication is 8, this multiplication is also what? 8 only. Okay, the difference here is going to be what? 2, it's a even number. And similarly, 3 square you take it, 4 square you take it. These are two different numbers. So it is 9 minus 3, it is 6. 16 minus 4, 12. They are what? Even numbers. Okay. And definitely one of the number is going to be what? Perfect square. That's another statement. One of the number is a perfect square. This statement is also correct. This statement is also correct. Both are correct. The next one. If x, y are two digits on the number 4x, okay, 4x, 5y, 790 is divisible by 11. 790 is divisible by 11. Then what is the remainder if x plus y is divided by 11? This we are going to divide by 11 means what is the remainder if x plus y is divisible by 11? So what is the divisibility test for 11? We add the odd place numbers, we add the even place number, find the difference. If the difference is 0 or multiple of 11, then it is going to be what? Divisible by 11. Okay, fine. If we add the odd place numbers, what is it? We have 7, 12, 12, 16 we have. Even place number 9, 9 plus x plus y. If it is divisible by 11 means here what is that I should have either 0, the difference is either 0 or uh, multiple of what? 11. But if I want to get difference is 0, here it's supposed to be what? X plus y, it is should be what? 7. X plus y should be 7. X plus y. X plus y is equal to 7. When you divide this 7 by 11, what is the remainder I will be getting? Remainder is, sorry, 7. Remainder is going to be 7. So x plus y is 7. If we divide 7 by 11, the remainder is going to be 7. 7 is the answer for this question. Okay. An alloy P contains 20 percentage copper and then what? 80 percentage zinc. Another alloy Q contains 60 percentage copper, 40 percentage what? Zinc by weight. A third alloy R is to be prepared from P and Q so that it contains equal amount of copper and zinc. So we need to find R. It is should have equal amount. Third alloy R should have equal amount of copper and zinc with, that is 50 percentage of copper and zinc. So what I do is I split as ratio. So copper zinc ratio here it is going to be what? 1:4. Here it is 3:2. So here I need to get 1:1 ratio. So what I can do is from here it is x 4x, x 4x. Here it is going to be like 3y 2y. This is what the copper quantity. This is what the zinc quantity. We are going to mix. So copper x plus 3y, zinc it is 4x plus 2y, and its ratio should be what? 1:1. Third one. So now it is what? X plus 3y. This is equal to 4x plus 2y. So now this is going to be what? 3x is equal to y. So x by y, that is 1 by 3. X comes from P, that is the copper and zinc quantity. Y comes from Q, that is copper and zinc quantity. So x by y, so copper and zinc quantity, here it is going to be what in the ratio 1 is to 3. 1 by 3. 1 is to 3. 1 is to 3. Option A is the answer for this question. It's a simple again ratio based question. A is a two-digit number with the different digits. Okay. B is also a two-digit number and is obtained by reversing the digits of A. So A is a two-digit number means XY. B is the two-digit number means YX. If A minus B is the multiple of 27. Okay. A minus B is a multiple of 27 where A is greater than B. How many such different A's are possible? It's a question. A is nothing but a two-digit number. So XY means 10x plus y. Yx means 10y plus x. So A minus B means it is 10x plus y minus 10y minus x. It is going to be what? 9x minus 9y. It is going to be 9 into x minus y. They said what? A minus B is a multiple of 27. A minus B, we have found. We got this. So 9 into x minus y is multiple of 27. So 27 you take it. So it is going to be what? X minus y is equal to 3. How many possibilities are there? X minus y is equal to 3 going to come. So it is what? 4 minus 1, that is 3. 5 minus 2, that is 3. Then 6 minus 3, that is 3. 7 minus 4, that is 3. 8 minus 5, that is 3. 9 minus 6, that is 3. Right? Each one is a number. This is 41. This is 52. This is what 63. This is what 74. This is what 85. This is what 96. These are A. If you reverse it, 14, 25, then 36, 47, 58, 69. They are B value. So here we have 6 possibility. Okay. So again, they said what? A minus B is multiple of 27. 27 you have taken. So multiple of 27 means A x minus 9 into x minus y. 2 times. It is going to be what? 54. If you cancel, it is going to be 6. X minus y, it is going to be 6. So 6 difference. How many numbers you can get it? So it is 7 minus 1, 6. 8 minus 2, it is 6. 9 minus 3, it is going to be 6. Is there any other possible? No other possibility. So here what? These are the numbers 71, 82, 93. Okay. So here no number is repeated. So these are the possibility. If you go for the other one, multiple, x minus y, the multiple of 27, next number is what? It is going to be 81. 27, 27, yeah, 81. If you just cancel, it is going to be 9. X minus y is equal to 9. X minus y is equal to 9 means two different digits we cannot choose. 9 minus 0 is 9, but we cannot take 0. Therefore, other possibilities are ruled out. Only these are the numbers. So, these are the numbers. How many numbers are there? Here 6 plus 3, 9. 9 possibilities are there. 9 such numbers A can take. That's a meaning. 9 possibilities. Okay, another easy question. Coding, decoding. 0 is encoded as ADSM. Then how do you encode stop? Z, the next in circle, Z, the next letter is what? A. E, the previous letter is what? T. S, the next letter is R. Sorry, R, the next letter is S. O, the previous letter is N. So you need to go with the next letter. Next is what? You need to go with the previous letter like that. Next letter, previous letter, next letter, previous letter. Like that we have to go. So for S, next letter is T. T, the previous letter is S. O, next letter is T. For P, the previous letter is O. So T S P O. T S P O. That's the answer. Option B. Next one. There are three types of rectangular tiles. Okay, 3 into 3, 3 into 7, 3 into 11. And the area of rectangular shape of dimension 3 into 100 is to be covered using the tiles without breaking them. So you need to cover this area using this three type of tiles without breaking them. If X and Y are the maximum and minimum number of tiles of various sizes. So okay, maximum and minimum number of tiles of various sizes respecting them. What will be what then can be used to cover the area exactly. Okay. Then X minus Y is what is X minus? The difference between maximum and the minimum number of tiles used. That's a question. So here what? We have a rectangular field. So this dimension only what? 3 into 100. So you are going to use 3. I mean, if you use 3 by 3 tiles, you can get what? Maximum number of tiles. 3 by 3 tiles, how many times you can use? Okay. 3 by 3, 3 by 3, 3 by 3, how many times you can use? I can use what? 3 into 99. 99 means 3 into 99. The last time will be 3 into 1. That possibility is not there. Therefore, what? This is not possible. Therefore, I can go with 3 into 96. I can use 4 will be there. That is not also not possible. Therefore, what? 3 into 93 I have used. What is remaining? 3 into 7 is remaining. 3 into 7, one tile I can use. This is one tile. Here, how many tiles I have used? 93. In how many threes are there? Here, 31 3. Okay, 31. So 31 plus 1, 32 tiles maximum I can use. Because the smallest tile I have used 3 by 3 tile only. I have used it maximum number of times. That is 31 times. Okay. If I use this one, it will cover the maximum distance. So this I cannot use to find the maximum number of tiles. When I want to find the minimum number of tiles, that time I can use this. Okay. So first I'm finding maximum number of tiles, I can use 32 tiles. Okay, that means 31 this type, one time this type. Now when it comes to maximum number, how many times I can use, sorry, minimum number, how many times I can use this? I can use 9 times mean 99 will come, but again, I cannot use that the remaining one small time, that dimension is not there. So what I can do is I can go with the 8 times. 3 into 88 I can use. Remaining is going to be what? 3 into 12. From here we have 8 times. 8 times I can use this. For this I can use 12 means 3 into 4. 4 times I can use this die. That is going to give what? Minimum number. So here it is going to be what? Total it is going to be 12. There it is 32. Here it is 12. This is what your X. This is what your Y. The difference is going to be 20. X minus Y, the difference is going to be 20. 20 is the answer for this. So 32, maximum number of tiles we can use. Minimum number of tiles, 12 tiles we can use it. The difference is going to be 20. A train has to complete a journey of 800 kilometers. If it meets some minor accident, its speed becomes off the existing speed. If there is a mechanical defect, the speed becomes 1/4 of the existing speed. Existing speed at that time, what it exists from that 1/4. On its way, the train meets with a minor accident after 200 kilometer and 400 kilometer thereafter, it develops a mechanical defect. Okay. Had the train developed the mechanical defect 200 kilometer and need the minor accident 400 kilometer thereafter, it would have taken 4 more hours to reach the destination. What was the original speed of the train in kilometer per hour? So let us take original speed, that is x kilometer per hour. That I will take like this. Now what they say, a train meets with a minor accident after 200 kilometer. That means what? First to 200 kilometer, it goes with the speed of x kilometer and finding the time difference only they are given. Time distance by speed. The next 400 kilometer, it is going to go with what? Half of. If it meets a minor accident, the speed becomes half. So it is going to be what? X by 2. Total is what? 800. Already 600 is crossed. Therefore, next is what? 200 kilometer. It is going to go with what? Uh, After that, they say what? 400 kilometers. Thereafter, it develops a mechanical defect. After 400, it develops a mechanical defect. That means what? When it goes with the mechanical defect, the speed decreases to what? 1/4. That means this is x by 2 in that 1/4. So x by 2 in that 1/4 means, so it is going to be x by 8. So this is what we have from, this is the first case. So here it is going to be 200 by x plus 2, you take it is 800 by x plus you take this 8. So 8 means 16 by x. So which means it is 10, 26, 2600 by x. This is the time taken. This is in R. This much R it takes. First case. Second case is what? Had the train developed a mechanical defect after 200 kilometer. That means what? Second case. First 200 kilometer goes with the speed of x. Next, at the 200 kilometer, it means the mechanical defect. And then what? And meet the minor accident 400 kilometer thereafter. That means what? So here 400 kilometer with what? X by for 1/4. Okay. And then remaining 200 kilometer in that half, it is going to be 1 by 8. So here it is going to be what again? 200 by x plus, this is what? 100 and, 1600 by x plus 1600 by x. So this is going to be 32, 34. So 3400 by x. This is ours. Now the difference is going to be what? The difference between these, so that is 3400 by x minus 2600 by x. So this is going to be what? 800 by x. Now what is that said? 4 hours more. The difference between these two time combination is 4 hours. So that means what? 800 by x, the difference is 4 hours. Therefore, this is going to be what from here? X is equal to 200. What is x? The speed. 200 kilometer per hour. Okay. So we have found x is 200 kilometer per hour. That's it. X is 200 kilometer per hour. That is the original speed. Option A is the answer for the question. So from the two time difference, I'm finding what is the speed. It's just we need to go along the question. The next one. In a recruitment process, a selection of candidates is based on their performance in three components. Top three component one, two, three. Okay. The weightage of the component 1, 2, and 3 are component 1, 2, and 3 are weightage is for this first component 0.2, second component 0.3, third component is 0.5. Use the data given below and find the cutoff score if exactly three candidates are to be selected. Exactly three candidates are to be selected. So in this case, we have to multiply the weightage for each candidate. There are five candidates. You have to multiply with the weightage for each one and then you have to add them. So first you multiply 0.2, it is going to be 1 plus here 0.3, it is going to be 1.2 plus here we multiply, it is going to be 3, it is going to be 4, 5.2. The second one multiply, it is going to be 0.8. Second here it is going to be 1.8 plus here it is going to be 2.5. Answer is going to be 4. Sorry, 3, 4.6, 5.1. 5.1. And then it is going to be next is what? 0.6 plus 0.6 plus 4. So it is going to be 5.2. Next is 1.8 multiply 1.8, 1 plus 1.2 plus 1.5. So it is going to be what? 234.5. And then here it is going to be 1.6 plus 2.4. Then here it is going to be 1. So here the answer is going to be 344.1. 1, 2, 4, 5. One more, so it is 5. So this is what we have. Okay, now the question is what? Find the cutoff score if exactly three candidates are to be selected. You need three candidates to be selected means where you fix the cutoff. So if you fix the cutoff 4.5, you have to select all 5. So I cannot choose this. If I select 5 as the cutoff, I need to choose 4%. Therefore, this is also I cannot choose. So if I choose 5.1 as the cutoff, so 5.1, 5.2, 5.2 I can choose. Therefore, what? 5.1 is the answer for this question. Option A is the answer. Three partners A, B, C enter into business. A invested 1/3 of capital for 1/3 duration. B invested 1/4 of the capital for 1/4 duration. C invested the remaining capital for whole duration. Out of a profit of 17,000, how much profit will C get? It's a partnership based problem. So here what we have given, not given is duration. So let us take, I'm going with the assumption. Duration, let me take it is 1 year. 1 year means it is 12 months in terms of months. How first, what is that we have to find? How the share has to be, or how the profit has to be shared. In what ratio the profit has to be shared. That we have to find it. For that, we have to use the concept how much duration their investments are there in the business. That we have to find it. So A invested 1/3 of the capital. Again, how much they have invested, that also we don't know. Okay. So let us assume that capital B, it is X rupees. That we don't know. 1/3 of the capital. That means 1/3 of the capital for 1/3 of the duration. Here 1/3 of the duration is what? 4 months. And the same way for B, invested 1/4 of the capital, 1/4 of the capital, 1/3 of the capital means X by 3. 1/4 of the capital means X by 4. The duration is also 1/4 of the duration. 1/4 of the duration divided by 4 means 3 months. And when it comes to C invested the remaining capital. Remaining capital means, so X minus of first person X by 3, second person X by 4. Remaining capital is how much? So X minus, this is going to be what? 12. So it is 4, 7 X. Therefore it is going to be 5X by 12. So 5X by 12 for what? For the whole duration. That means 12 months. So if you want to cancel that 12, you can cancel. Otherwise, you just keep it. Okay, we can simplify it like that. And you find the LCM throughout 12 means what is that you will be having. And also X, this cancelled. You can remove it. LCM is 12 means what is going to come here? 4 into 4, 3 into 3. It is going to be what? 5 into 12. So 12, the denominator, the LCM will be cancelled. So it is going to be what? 16, 9, and then 60. So how the profit has to be shared between A and A, B, C? It is 16, 9, 60 ratio. What is question? Out of a profit of 70,000, how much profit will C get? What is the C share? 60 out of what? Total. 60 plus this is going to be what? 25 is 85. Out of 85, 60 portions need to be given to C. The amount is what? 70,000. So from here we will have what? 12, then this is going to be 70. So it is going to be what? 1,000. So 12 into 1,000, it is going to be 12,000. 12,000 we need to be given. 12,000. 12,000 is the answer. So C will get a amount of 12,000. So the next question. There are two chemicals which do not react with each other. A container contains 10 liters of chemical A. Okay, 10 liters A. 1 liter of this chemical is removed. 1 liter is removed and it is replaced by what? And 1 liter of chemical B is poured in that. Okay, 1 liter is poured in that. Then 1 liter of the mixture is removed. Then another, again after mixing the mixture, 1 liter is removed. Okay, and the removed from the container, and 1 liter of B is again poured. 1 liter of D is poured again. Okay, if the process of replacing 1 liter of the mixture by 1 liter of D is performed one more time, also they are doing this. Again, they are removing 1 liter. Again, 1 liter of D is what? Poured. So, what is the volume of B that is present in the container approximately? So, in percentage. So, question. So, here we can use a formula of what? If this is the original value, then 1 minus how much we are removing each time, that we can take it as Y by X. How many times they are replacing? That is N. So originally we have what? 10 liters. 1 minus every time they are removing 1 liter. How many times they have done? 3 times. Just calculate it. It is going to be what? 10 minus 1, 9 by 10, 9 by 10, 3 times. So 9 by 10, 9 by 10, 9 by 10. So one time it is getting cancelled. It is going to be what? 81 into 9 by 100. So it is going to be 9. 72 by 100. It is going to be what? 7.29. So 7.29 liters original. What 7.29 liters means? It's a original chemical A. So this is the quantity of chemical A. What is the quantity of chemical B? So then B is going to be 10 minus 1.29. It is going to be what? 2.71. This much liter of chemical B has come. This is chemical A, this is chemical B. Now in terms of percentage, with respect to 10, so 2.71 liter with respect to 10 liters, it is 100. Therefore, this is going to be what? So it is 27.1 liters. Approximately it is 27 percentage. So the chemical B in the mixture is approximately 27 percentage. Option D is the answer. Just you can go with the formula instead of one step by step. If you go, it will take a time. The last one. A shopkeeper employs a delivery boy and gives him a motorcycle for home delivery. For every delivery, the boy is given 5 rupees. One time he delivers 5 rupees. At the end of a day, he also gets 2 rupees for every kilometer of the distance covered. 2 rupees for every kilometer, the distance covered in a day. The boy wants to earn more than 500 rupees a day, but does not want to travel more than 100 kilometers. Okay. Which of the following uh, numbers of deliveries would definitely meet this target? Okay. If he number of deliveries, 80 deliveries, if he is doing means 80 into 5, it is going to give what? 400 rupees. But this is through number of deliveries. How much distance he has traveled? That have they given any clue? They said the minimum, he don't want to go beyond 100 kilometers per day. But how much distance he traveled, that thing they have given, then only we can find whether he will get to 500 or not, more than 500 or not. Otherwise, we cannot do it. Okay. So, without knowing the distance traveled by that delivery boy, the quantity or the amount predicting or finding the amount is here difficult. Therefore, the question cannot be answered due to the insufficient data. That's the answer for this question. These are all only through deliveries. Each delivery is going to give 5 rupees, means multiply, you will be getting the amount. But how much distance he is also earning amount by traveling the distance. For each kilometer, he is given 2 rupees. How much distance he travels, that not known. Without knowing that, we cannot say exactly. Therefore, option B is the answer for this question. Hope this is helpful. Thank you.